realistically, everything can really be fixed just with like a simple conversation, but far past gone that shit. So you gotta do all this little lame shit, but it is what it is. But I don't want y'all to feel bad for me. I'm cool, trust me. This is just my time where I can just put my head down and just work and set myself and my family up for the future. So.
And that's exactly what he's doing. He had his best month ever in May on Twitch. Probably his best month ever, period, on social media, if what I'm reading is correct. So much for him needing his son for content.
Never have I ever started drama with my boyfriend for no reason. I've, you know.
DDG seems unaware of what postpartum depression is, which is evident. Halle Bailey was experiencing it, and he's using that against her in court. Ladies, be careful about who you have a baby with, as postpartum depression and psychosis are serious issues. Everybody who is on Halle's side is talking about postpartum depression. All of y'all stupid. Just stupid.
In a relationship, I think I have anxious attachment style. Everybody knows I'm an Aries. I'm a fire sign. I get very passionate. I seem nice online and innocent and everything, but you guys do not know. I will go to battle with my yelling, with my words, everything. I'm good at that, right? And if I gotta yell or check anyone, that's what I gotta do. That's just the way I be.
Of course, Halle might have been going through some postpartum depression, but some of these texts were well before she was even pregnant, let alone had the baby. They talking about postpartum depression, but check the date. Hello. Wasn't even born. He might not have been born on some of these, but she probably was pregnant on some of these. However, anything that happened in 2020 and the beginning of 2023 has nothing to do with postpartum. Nothing. Let's go through some of these texts. Okay. I'm finding the dates. Where's the 2020 dates? Alright, 2022. Well before she was pregnant. The baby was born December 2023. That means she might have been pregnant March, Aprilish time. This is 2022. Okay, note to this tweet. What's wrong with it? Donald, of all people? Let's not. He said it's not that deep. It is, though. So clearly she's talking about Donald Trump. Alright. So something happened between 1:49 that day to 6:46. And she texts, "Why would you leave?" He says, "I'm done with the threats." She says, "Stop being that way." Answer the phone, blah, blah, blah. "I'm going to try one more time. If you don't answer, it's over forever. I'm not playing." He says, "I just want to be left alone. I'm calling for help. I have a knife. I'm calling for help. But why don't what? But you don't care, do you?" I guess. And he says, "Have a knife for what?" "I called because I needed help. But you've shown time and time again that you just don't care. And that's okay. Whatever I decide to do is none of your concern. Just leave me in peace. I came there to check on you. For you to act like you're going to hurt yourself to make me feel some type of way is manipulative and selfish. I never thought you would do nothing like that. I never thought you would leave either. Guess I didn't know you at all. And nobody acting like anything. Whatever I decide to do is my decision. Don't feel sad either. It's cool. You literally told me to leave. This push and push you keep doing is childish. You keep threatening to leave me alone and saying you can mess with whoever else. I'm not sticking around for that." This was a year before she got pregnant. A whole year. Where's the postpartum? Where is the postpartum? The child was born December 2023. This is March 2022. Stop using the excuse postpartum. She's just crazy. And it's okay.
I am nosy, number one. Number two, I like drama.
It's just y'all gaslighting. Y'all manipulative as well. I see why y'all are fans of hers. I see why y'all like her. This is what I've realized. I realized that the second y'all found out that DDG and Halle was dating, is the second y'all decided that y'all hate DDG. Y'all have always felt like DDG wasn't good enough for Halle. Always. Y'all have never liked him for y'all Disney princess. The very soft-spoken girl who signed to Beyonce. Whatever it is that makes y'all love her so much. Y'all have never felt like DDG was good enough. So now it's like, no matter what happens, he's the issue. He's the problem. Y'all not even thinking rationally about it. Let's look at this. Let's go through this. Because I was disgusted after seeing some of the tweets I saw yesterday. Absolutely disgusted. DDG can pull up a video of Halle planting a bomb in his pillowcase and I still won't care. Halle posted evidence of domestic violence and was granted a restraining order, so DDG posted receipts of him cheating on his girlfriend and neglecting his child. I'm not understanding. You not understand it because you're dense. DDG also, he posted his version of that domestic violence claim. Not once did Halle say he hit her. He punched her. Not once. She showed bruises on her arm and she showed a very, very, very mildly chipped tooth. And she said he was abusive and y'all ran with it. So when DDG posts his reasoning behind why she got the chipped tooth, it ain't nothing. Any woman would have bruised arms if a dude is trying to restrain her. If he was hitting on her, she would have a bruised face like Rihanna did after the Chris Brown stuff. She shows a picture of bruised arms. Like, are y'all not using y'all brain? I don't get it. We stand with Halle. Okay. What I'm getting from this Halle and DDG situation is that when people warn you about someone, listen. Okay. Like, y'all know DDG personally. Or like y'all know Halle personally. All I see from those Halle text messages is a woman having to beg her child father to help her. In 2022, he wasn't her child's father. There was no child. Halle could actually end DDG, and I'ma still stand behind her. That's how crazy y'all sound. Thank you. Somebody with some sense. Everything. Thank you. Okay. Somebody with some sense. God, man. Halle should have gotten that abortion. I don't know why she changed her mind. I mean, I agree with that. She should have gotten that abortion. That way DDG wouldn't have to worry about her right now. But see, she was too worried about keeping her man. Everybody knew DDG always wanted to be a father. And here she is pretty much admitting to it. She wanted to have the baby to keep him. DDG showing Halle's reaction to him mentally and emotionally abusing her while she was pregnant going through postpartum says a lot more about him than her. Okay, well, what about the messages before she was even pregnant? What does that say about her? Nothing? Okay. Men taking DDG's side against Halle, but not asking why DDG ain't take the baby if he feared for his son's safety all those months ago. I know what you losers are. Y'all say that as if it was that easy. Everybody hates DDG for being with Halle. So how would he have looked taking the baby? He was trying to work through it. He was trying to work it out. He didn't want the public in his business. He said that. He didn't want to go to court. He was trying to work it out behind the scenes. We've all been in toxic relationships where we just trying to figure it out. We're not calling the law. We're trying to figure it out behind the scenes. Imagine being rich and famous and the whole world watching. You're really not trying to call the law because it's going to be a way bigger situation. Also, if I'm a great father and you take my child away from me, I'm supposed to just sit down and let that happen? No. Since you decided to file paperwork on me, I'm going to file some paperwork on you because you're not taking that child away from me. Why am I only getting a couple hours a week supervised? You get full legal, full-time custody. You get to leave the state, the country with him, and I can't leave LA. No. I'm putting paperwork in too now. How y'all not like just stupid? They can't see it. They already decided they hate him. They can't see it. It's just blowing my mind though. It's just blowing my mind. March 2022, I called because I needed help. Well before a baby is here. Well before a baby is here. She just needs help. She got some things going on. She needs help. People get into relationships every day not equipped to deal with somebody who's mentally ill. Why is he getting stoned and crucified for it? He was in a relationship with someone he was not equipped to help. Look at this. She's going crazy. Look at this. What the hell am I supposed to do with this? You get mad over stupid stuff. You get mad and blow up because I posted about Donald Trump. You get mad and blow up because I posted about Sexy Red. What I'm supposed to do? How about you stay over there and figure that out, and I'm going to stay over here for a little while. Like, he's not a fucking therapist. He's not equipped. Haley told him to leave. The push and pull mess you keep doing is childish. So Haley's being childish. You keep threatening to leave me alone. Haley is threatening him and saying you can mess with somebody else. I'm not sticking around for that. Which one of y'all are? I feel him. I might not be equipped to deal with somebody who's mentally ill and threatening me and saying they can mess with somebody else and doing childish stuff. I might not be sticking around for that either. This is a year before she got pregnant. Where's the postpartum? People stupid. So DDG left Halle, who had postpartum depression, to go to another country to cheat on her. It makes her suicidal. She says that he never steps up as a father, which is very needed for moms with postpartum depression. And this is the proof that DDG is in the right. Y'all hate women. No, you're stupid. DDG didn't leave Halle, who has postpartum depression, to go to another country to cheat on her. Lala said that Halle was tripping. Lala said she had a conversation with Halle at that time and cleared it up. Lala says she's never ever been intimate with DDG.
I'm a jealous girlfriend. I'm a territorial girlfriend. Where you go, who are you with? That's me.
All right, Lala, let's see what she got to say.
Context behind these accusations in general is stemming from a group trip that our whole friend group went on, right? And everyone on this trip can confirm there was nothing weird going on. I wasn't even staying near them. It was for someone's birthday. Let's start there. There was never anything sneaky going on. Like, me and Daryl's relationship has always been strictly started off as business. Obviously, if you know, you know. Like, he put me onto YouTube, started off there, grew into a friendship, has always remained platonic. So it's very unfortunate. Like, I know people already have this narrative because it's just hard to believe that a guy and a girl can be friends. Like, it's hard to believe that me and him or any other guy and girl can just strictly be platonic friends, okay? But nothing has ever gone on past that, ever. Halle saw that I was there. Halle did reach out to me, and we had a private conversation. Again, but me and her had our own conversation. I know I don't have to explain myself, but my character is being tested.
I'm a jealous girlfriend. I'm a territorial girlfriend. Where you go, who are you with? That's me.
And DDG did eventually clear the air about Lala. And let's go over the timeline of the things that we all know that happened that started in the beginning of 2023.
Y'all remember when the Ruben screenshot of DDG DM her this and that? Like, he don't just do that just to do it. You know what I'm saying? Some shit happened for him to do it. You get what I'm saying? And why would he do it?
So basically, Halle cheated, and DDG decided to go tit for tat. So he texts Ruby right in front of Halle's face. But neither one of them predicted that Ruby Rose would post it. Let's go over it. On February the 9th, after DDG posted All Girls Are the Same, and before DDG texts Ruby Rose, Halle texts DDG, I just want to resolve it so I can get some sleep. You don't never have to talk to me again, but I can't breathe right now. I'm just so stupid. This whole thing is so stupid. What could she be talking about if she didn't do something wrong?
Yo! Hi, how you doing? I don't want to make him cry, bro. It's Halo himself, live in the flesh.
This is a prime example of Halle being controlling, because she didn't have to show out like this. And when it backfired and everybody on social media was going in on her, she posted this. And he still did the stand-up thing by having her back.
I don't like when people hate on Halle. I don't care if people think she wrong or not, or if I think she wrong or right. She could be going through something mentally after having a kid that I can't understand as a man. So when situations like this happen, I try to handle it with as much grace as possible.
DDG, I see you trying to defend her. That was a good move, by the way, but let me tell you what happens next. You see, when a woman who we live in a victim economy and people aren't honest because everybody's playing the internet to get whatever advantage and angle they want. If she can't paint you as a deadbeat dad, which you're not, she can't paint you as an irresponsible dad, which you're not, she can't paint you as a nigga who ain't working with her in parency, which you are working with her. I'm going to warn you this because I see you defended her here. The next step is for her to say you were abusive. I want to be very clear. I don't give a fuck if it's Halle Bailey or it was goddamn Mother Teresa. These women they all have a game plan and a script. Trust. Now, maybe she takes a high road and says, you know what, I'm not going to continue to play this out on in social media. But the next thing she's going to say to you, I guarantee, you were verbal abusive. Oh, you used to do this or whatever. That's what gets the people on her side. You see, when you're a man, you can't play the crowd like how the woman could play the crowd. You got to stand up to the consequences. And she just tried, yo, why is my baby dad doing that? And I don't approve of it. And nobody bit. Don't ever think you have 18 years of this, my nigga. And unless you about to get back with her and go into whatever regime she wants you to get down with, her next attempt will not be as fluky. It won't be saying, oh, okay, he didn't bring the baby on, he brought the baby on the stream and I didn't approve. It's going to be, this nigga has been mentally, verbally, trust me. Women like this don't stop.
Everybody's saying go to court, do this and that. The reason I don't want to is because it's going to get extremely messy and it don't have to happen. But it ain't going to go how I think is in like her best interest to not want to go to court either. When we can just have a clear understanding. All right, cool. Like, I want to pick my son up, take him to dinner. If you really want him, I'll bring him right back. It's not a problem. We go to court, the judge gonna give me some time. And when I got the time, nigga, I'm gonna do whatever I want with my son.
Several months later.
Halle Bailey claims DDG attacked her. So listen, man. I've been around before while they got into it. I've been around before while they got into it. And like I said before, I don't get into family issues. I stayed the fuck out the way. I done seen them get into it before. And let me put it like this. I'm gonna put it like this. As a man, Matter of fact, let me go to the, hold on, wait. Have you ever been in a situation where a woman is just whooping the, matter of fact, fuck that, let's go ahead and get into it. Halle was beating the fuck out of this nigga. I'm talking about swinging on this nigga. I'm talking about piecing this nigga up. Ha, 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 ha. You feel me? So, are you just, as a nigga, are you just gonna sit there and just hands behind your back? No. Like, what are you gonna do? Stop, hey. Stop. Hey, stop. Stop. Restrain him. Hey, stop. You know what I'm saying? Stop.
Hey, this is crazy to say, but to be honest, this nigga has never been able to just get Halo. So now, it's virtually impossible for him to get Halo. What I'm saying on these things is that my brother was pleading to y'all. He was saying it in so many words like, damn, I miss my son. And when my brother would call and tell me like, man, I miss Halo, or he'd see me with woo-up, he'd be like, damn, can't wait to get Halo. And that's off the internet. Man, y'all niggas, I'm being honest, bro. I'm gonna be honest, and this gonna hurt my heart to say, and it's literally making me like hella emotional. Bro, that's why my brother streams, bro. That's why my brother streams, because he can't see Halo how he want to, bro. That's why y'all see my brother on stream until he goes to sleep. And this shit kind of like low-key fucking a nigga up, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Hold on, child. I don't want to be like fucking emotional on camera type shit. But, nigga, the reason why my brother is streaming so much, bro, and y'all see this nigga on that bitch for hours, bro, is because that nigga called me and be like, bro, that shit hurt, bro.
Everybody knows Moo is the best daddy to him, but I miss him so much. You all know that Halo has the most amazing daddy in the world.
Like, is he good with changing diapers and doing all that? And not that men can't, but you know.
No, he's such an amazing dad. Oh yeah, I mean, he's a great dad, but I always knew that he would be like this, you know. We had talked about it before. And yeah, that's just the type of person he is. So